They say you have a green thumb if you have a natural knack for growing plants. I know I don't, but some people not only have a green thumb, heck, their toes are probably green too.
Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb. Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb.
You'll understand exactly what I'm saying once you take a bite of these 14 largest fruits and vegetables ever produced. What's up, Facnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay tuned because our #1 pick weighs as heavy as an average teenager. Time to harvest some monstrous produce. Number 14, lemon. When life gives you lemons, well, you know the drill. But when life gives you ginormous lemons, take a cheeky selfie with them. Just like what this farmer from Israel did. In January of 2003, Aaron Shemuel squeezed his way into the Guinness World Records for producing the heaviest lemons on the planet with this 11-pound citrus fruit. Measuring a whopping 29 inches in circumference and 13.7 inches in height, this ginormous lemon broke the previous record held in California. And in case you're wondering, this bad boy is equivalent to more than 40 average-sized lemons. Impressed? Then wait till you see our #1 entry. It can practically feed an entire village. Number 13, watermelon. At 350.5 pounds, this heavyweight became the biggest watermelon to date. The proud owner of the humongous watermelon is Hamilton, Ohio resident Chris Kent, who crushed the competition when he unveiled his winning entry at the 2013 Operation Pumpkin Festival. Chris broke the previous record held by the Italians, which weighed a not-so-shabby 326 pounds. His secret? A little something called voodoo juice. Yes, it's an actual product, people.
Well, it helped with the root system. Bigger roots equal bigger plants equal bigger fruit. It's elementary 1, 2, 3.
Oh, right. Why didn't I think of that? Who knew planting fruit was so darn easy? Number 12, pineapple.
I have a pen. I have pineapple. Pineapple pen.
I bet you can make a lot of pens with this pineapple. Christine McCallum from Australia has been a passionate pineapple grower for years, but by pure stroke of luck, she managed to grow the world's biggest pineapple in 2011. The record-smashing fruit weighed an astounding 18.25 pounds and had a girth of 26 inches. But unlike our previous watermelon grower, Christine didn't use any magical juice, just plain old water. Number 11, grapefruit. August 27, 2019 was a day to remember for Louisiana couple Mary Beth and Doug Meyer when they were presented not one but 2 Guinness World Records for this great ball of grapefruit. Look at their grandchildren holding it like a fragile little baby. Ah, so sweet. The grapefruit proved to be so gigantic that it scored one record for its weight at 17 pounds 14 ounces and another for its circumference at 28.75 inches. Who knew there were even 2 separate categories? Number 10, marrow. Would you believe it only took 6 weeks to grow this massive marrow that weighs more than a baby hippo? British gardener Philip Vowles, who's a self-proclaimed expert at growing monster veggies, isn't a stranger to record-breaking produce, since he once held the world record for the largest cucumber, too. And in case you need further proof of his ginormous skills, just take a look at these colossal cabbages in his tunnel greenhouse.
There's a lot of love and care goes into it. Sometimes I do a bit of talking to them as well to encourage them to grow, which is a bit of fun.
Number 9, tomato. When Dan McCoy grew tired of growing giant pumpkins, he thought, why not grow giant tomatoes? And that's the story of how this 8.4-pound tomato came to be. In 2014, Dan harvested the Goliath fruit when it was 46 days old and covered it in white sheet to prevent it from over-ripening. Good thing they don't have tomato fights in Oklahoma like the La Tomatina in Spain. Number 8, apple. The city of Hirosaki in Japan is famous for being the country's top apple producer and their oh so succulent apples are world-renowned for the perfect balance of sweetness and acidity. So it should come as no surprise that the world's biggest apple was born and raised here. In 2005, a farmer named Chisato Iwasaki kept all the doctors away when his 4-pound apple was officially recognized by the Guinness World Records as the heaviest of them all. And because of that, Snow White is keeping her distance. Number 7, onion. Good luck making onion rings with this bad boy. You'll end up with onion hula hoops. Peter Glazebrook is a vegetable grower from Nottinghamshire who has been growing oversized vegetables for more than 20 years, winning many competitions along the way. In fact, he has held 14 Guinness titles overall. He holds the world records for the longest beetroot and parsnip and the heaviest onion, potato, and cauliflower. In September 2012, he once again broke the record for the heaviest onion by displaying this prize-winning vegetable, which tipped the scales at 18 pounds and 1 ounce. Number 6, leek. What's up with all these growers breaking their own records? What kind of magical hands do they have? Another man who has a green thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky finger is British gardener Paul Rochester, who outdid himself in 2018 when he unveiled his 23.5-pound leek at the Canna UK National Giant Vegetable Championships. But it wasn't his first taste of victory. He also once took second place in the National Pot Leek Society and snatched the grand prize at the World Leek and Onion Show. Whoever comes up with these crazy contests also deserves their own award, quite honestly. Number 5, avocado. Meet the king of avocados, the almighty Avocado. These behemoths of the fruit kingdom originated from South Africa and later reached the shores of Britain in 2013. And in 2018, they finally made their way to the land down under through the Groves family. The Avocado are typically 5 to 6 times larger than the average variety and weigh up to 4 pounds. But in case you're thinking of growing your own Avocado for those legendary avocado toasts, it's important to note that you need to secure permission and pay royalties to the South African company Westphalia Fruit that own the trademark. If you're in the UK or Ireland, you might just be lucky enough to score these babies at select Tesco stores, which will set you back around 4 pounds. Pound for pound, a good deal. Number 4, strawberry. Believe it or not, this thing that looks like a shriveled red sponge is the largest strawberry known to man. In 2015, a Japanese farmer from Fukuoka named Koji Nakao got the sweet surprise when he discovered this humongous strawberry during harvest. At 8.82 pounds, 3.15 inches long, and 11.81 inches in circumference, the juicy berry successfully broke the 32-year-old record for the heaviest strawberry in the world. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. This particular fruit is the result of a natural mutation that caused multiple berries to merge into one beast of a strawberry. Number 3, carrot.
Hey, what's up, Doc? What's cooking?
I dare you not to drool, Bugs Bunny, once you take a gander at this gardening wonder. Minnesota man Christopher Qualley sliced and diced the competition when he produced his crazy huge carrot in his backyard garden in 2017. The official weight of the heaviest carrot in the world. An impressive 22.44 pounds. But instead of making the most epic carrot cake from it, Christopher replanted the carrot in hopes that it would go to seed, but not before his mother-in-law took a bite out of the thing. But it's not the only thing that's ginormous in his backyard. Just look at his pumpkins on steroids.
My kids name them every year. This one's name is Bunkin Blastoff.
But Bumpkin Blastoff is a midget compared to this next one. Number 2, pumpkin. Aside from chocolates, waffles, and fries, Belgium also became known in 2016 for having the heaviest pumpkin on Earth. Matthias Willemijn squashed other countries when he won first place at the Giant Pumpkin European Championship held in Germany. His winning pumpkin weighed an unbelievable 2,624 pounds, which is a good 300 pounds heavier than the previous record. For perspective, an average sedan weighs about 2,100 pounds, so good luck getting rolled over by this super squash. Before we go to our number one pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app's settings. Number 1, Jackfruit. If you haven't tried a jackfruit, then you're missing a lot. These sweet cousins of figs and breadfruit are usually grown in Southeast Asia, Brazil, and Africa, and are usually eaten fresh or chilled. They are also gaining popularity as a meat alternative because of their stringy consistency. The world's heaviest jackfruit was a giant among giants. Found in Pune, India in June of 2016, the record-holding jackfruit weighed 94 pounds and was 22.5 inches long. It was produced by the Jackfruit Company, which aims to promote the health benefits of the lesser-known fruit and help it become a sustainable source of income for local farmers. So, which one of these fantastic fruits and veggies was your favorite? And have you ever encountered enormous produce yourself? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description, and while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? We've got more great content to add to your grocery list. Don't miss our countdown of the 8 foods that were invented for another purpose. Till then, eat healthy, Facnatics, and see you in the next video.